newfound institutional interest that was going to power this new leg of the bull market. And these guys are now so desperate to unload the Grayscale GBTC shares that they bought that they're willing to accept a 16% discount for the privilege.
Pay very, very close attention to this next part. What was my Bitcoin prediction when it was at 64,000? Listen to where Peter Schiff says he fears it's going.
Of getting rid of these shares. And by the way, while I was just talking, we traded below 51,500, and therefore we took out that crash low of Saturday night. So anybody who bought that low, if they haven't sold, if they still own that Bitcoin, they're now down. Now, the question is this going to be some type of double bottom where we just barely take out the low? Or are we going to go much, much lower? Now, from my perspective, there's so much.
And there is nobody better on the charts than Peter Schiff. I single-handedly learned what I know from his chart skills. He's the guy I followed the most, and he's the most willing to help.
Evidence that we've just put in a top in Bitcoin. The question is it a short-term top and the beginning of a bear market that may one day see a bull market that takes Bitcoin to new highs, or is this the final top? Has Bitcoin seen its all-time record high, and this is the beginning of the final bear market? Nobody knows that now. Now, I know all the crypto fanatics, well, they're 100% confident that this is nothing, that, Bitcoin is going to go.
Listen to what he's fearing and predicting right now. Listen to his price.
To $1 million, and all of this is a bunch of noise. But we don't know that. You look at the chart, you don't know that. I would say that at a minimum, we're going to see a deeper correction, maybe down to, 26, 27,000 up to 30,000 or something like that. I mean,
what did I say, guys? 28 to 30,000 is where I feared Bitcoin's going. You heard it.
Type of meaningful decline is going to follow this parabolic move up, even if Bitcoin is going to eventually recover and make a new high above 65,000. Before it does that, it is likely to go down precipitously first. I'd say at a minimum, maybe about a 50% correction, maybe a 60% correction from the peak. The problem for a lot of these long-term hodlers is, what do you do? Because if Bitcoin goes back down below 30,000, right, you don't know for sure whether or not it's going to bounce back up to 65,000 or whether it's going to continue lower after the next consolidation. I mean, I doubt that we're just going to go from 65,000 straight down to 10,000. I mean, I think we're going to go to 10,000, and I think we're going to go a lot lower, but we may spend a lot of time around that 25, 30, 35,000 level before the next leg down. And of course, as it's doing it, you may have a lot of these long-term Bitcoin guys adding to their position because they're so confident that they're going to make new highs. And instead, they end up loading up and getting even longer in front of an even bigger and more protracted decline. And what may in fact happen to a lot of these crypto guys, even the ones that got in earlier and who now have profits, big paper profits, and of course they haven't taken any of them, they've just been hodling the entire time. But you get this big 50% decline, 60% decline, and now you're convinced, okay, Bitcoin's going to make a new high, and now you buy, you load up even more, and what you end up doing is averaging your price up. Then you get another leg down, maybe Bitcoin goes down to 10,000, and now all of a sudden you don't have any gains anymore. Even if you're still holding some Bitcoin that you bought at 500 or 1,000, if it goes to 10,000 and you bought a bunch at 30,000 or 35,000, depending on how much money you put in at those higher prices relative to what you put in the lower prices, you may still end up being underwater, having an average price for all of your Bitcoins that is higher than the current price. And a lot of people are going to find themselves in that position, and then we're going to have another big leg down in the bear market, and it's going to be all over.
Boom! I made this special video so you can listen to this. My prediction, Everything I said, Peter Schiff laid it out for you 12 hours ago. I broke it much earlier than 12 hours ago, as did Peter Schiff. But that is a spot-on analysis of what is exactly going to happen. And why I tell you, you don't just have to take that for Bitcoin. That goes for all of them. You keep averaging down your position that was low and you think you're getting a good deal, but now you've brought it up to a top where once we go to the next leg, we're negative. You will now be negative. All those gains, even at 400, 4,000, it doesn't matter. It all goes away because you don't understand the chart. So you need to watch that. We're in this second leg of the bear trap. Well, the bull trap right now, but we're very bear. We're very bear. These could be the top prices now. We might go back up a little bit, but we're fucked. This is it. We're over. So guys, I'm T-Speaker222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. But I want you guys to pay attention to Peter Schiff. I want you to hear what he's saying. There's a reason I'm sharing this. Stay blessed. And I am probably going to come back with a live stream early this afternoon. Seriously, guys. I appreciate the shit out of each and every one of you.